Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing Dig, which is a new game that came out pretty recently actually. Let's just complete the tutorial. Yes, please, help me get started. Report back to me once you've dug out 2 items. So, basically right here, you can see, this is your digging UI. This heart over here, you have to keep as high as you can. If it does deplete enough, though, if it reaches here, you can see that it doesn't actually dig it, and doesn't work. We also have an element of timing into this. We have this little line here, and we have to get it as close to this start part as possible, which will give us more progress, and also it will give us more of that life. And this is our percentage, our progress towards digging the item. Amazing. Now go and talk to Arthur Dig to turn in your quest. Here's a little something to get you going. Would you like another task? Okay. So now we have to sell those items. Also, we have a code here we can use, so let's actually redeem that. Release, and right here we got 3 basic crates. So what we can do with these basic crates, we can click on them, open 3, and what it'll do, it will open these. Got a diamond ring. That's pretty good. Now we just have to go sell them to Rocky inside the store. So I'll just say I like to sell all my items. I got $7.99, so that's pretty good. Talk to Arthur Dig to turn in your quest. Yes, I've actually completed the task. With your newly earned money, purchase the training shovel from Rocky's store. Okay, I can do that. So right here with the training shovel, you get to see different stats, and this basically will show you the improvement or the unimprovement. So we increase our control. Unfortunately, we do decrease our haste, luck, and strength, but with the same boss damage. I don't really like this one. I think this one's just good to control your shovel properly, I guess, so it's not really going to be a permanent shovel. So right here, in the equipment bag, we can manage our items. So right here, we have the training shovel and the wooden shovel, which I currently have equipped. So to switch between them, there's an equip button right here, and we can switch between them. We also have been given 3 magnet crates. So let's actually open these. And they actually help us get certain items easier. So right here we have gotten 2 different magnets. We've gotten a green magnet and a light bulb. The green magnet gives us a 3 times unusual chance. Unusual is a rarity in the game. Light bulb 2 times neon chance. I think neon is a mutation, I think. But yeah. We can actually equip that. Let's equip the green magnet. Cool, right? Now go equip the training club charm in your equipment bag. As you could see earlier, there are 2 different tabs here. Now the charms tab is where you can equip buffs. Now these buffs can also have different abilities and such, but this one is a basic training glove, so it doesn't have any specific abilities. But it does give a bit of luck and a bit of endurance, so let's equip that right now. And we can toggle its visibility in our hands. I don't want it visible in my hands, so we're just going to disable that. We have officially completed the tutorial. So the first thing I want to do, I want to start with completing some quests, and also I want to get out of this current shovel ASAP. So let's skip a shovel and just obtain the copper shovel, because we don't really need to go to the next one, and just skip it. And let's talk to this dude over here, who will give us a quest that we can complete for some money. So gather about 15 random items for me. So we just need 15 items to give. Alright, let's do that. So that's 1 out of 15. Oh wow, that's a good one. The junk cog is like a common item. As you can see, this is my level. So currently on level 5, every time you dig up an item, you do gain XP, which contributes to your level. We also have this other item called the journal. where basically it's like an index. It basically goes for everything you own. You also get money for finding a new item, so we can actually claim that. That's pretty useful. I think we're gonna have to save to buy a vehicle so that we can travel around the map. No, it's gonna be really useful for us. 15-year-old 18-year-old broken monitor. We have unfortunately used the last of our green magnets. We don't get that luck anymore. We have unfortunately used the last of our green magnets, so we won't get that luck anymore. That's not the best, but it's okay. It's fine. A 0-year-old Titanic jet soda can. Every time you discover a new item, you can get some free money for it for the first time. Some money for it you can get. Right here, as you can see, if I just click on this again, I have discovered 4 new items, so I can just claim a bit of cash for them. It increases depending on the rarity. Those are pretty common, so I didn't get much, but that is pretty useful for the early game. If you miss the area like this, you lose a lot of hearts and your bar slows down. That bar over here slows down a lot, so it's best to try not to get it in there, especially for the more difficult ones, because that can ruin your progress. We've discovered an 8-year-old junk lane and 2 magnet crates. So sometimes, I think whenever you dig, you might get some extra drops, which is pretty cool actually. So let's sell our current findings, and let's open those magnet crates. Oh, we can actually buy a better shovel, but let's just see if we can find a rocky area. So this shovel actually prefers being used in rocky areas. So let me actually show you how I know this. When you go to the equipment bag, you can see that there is a place called preferred ground, preferred ground, preferred ground. When you're actually looking in the equipment bag, you can see preferred ground, preferred ground, preferred ground. Now for these shovels, it says dirt. So basically, the shovel works best in dirt. That's how the shovel works best. If I just quickly go purchase that, the rock shovel is not good on dirt. You should consider moving to a rockier terrain to use it. As you can see, the preferred ground is rock. It more or less prefers rocky environments. Let me just try it here. On dirt, I guess. As you can see, it's like not the best. Right here. It works, but it's not very good. So it's best to find a rocky environment with this. I think I'm gonna actually have to save 500 because I accidentally bought it. It's fine. So right here, if I do in this rocky environment, this is a rock I'm mining it on, we can actually mine a lot better, I'm guessing. And now it's just, we have to complete the quest. We're already nearly there. We just need to dig one more. A 449,369-year-old unusual calcite. Wow, that's pretty cool. You can actually click there to display the information. And on the item, it'll actually display its stats. So unusual, 449.3 thousand years old, which is insane. So let's actually sell. Wait, no. Let's not do that. Let's first claim the quest. 13, 14, 15. That's lovely. I can feel the brain juices running. Okay. We actually get a lot of money from it. As you can see, I got 1,000 now. As you can see, I got a lot of money from it. As you can see, I have about 1,000 now, and if I actually just sell all the items I got from it. Now, unfortunately, we have run out of time for episode 1 today, so thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.